Steve sold. Eddie sold. Who's Eddie?
EJ.
Connor sold. Bradley sold. Megan sold. Eddie sold his second one. Frank sold. George G. Melody. Joe. Destiny. Eli. Megan. Frank. Trudy, what sold yours?
I tried our brown carpet green.
What?
See, that was the
Oh,
original
wow.
color, was green.
Ew.
I bet they didn't even know.
A lot of times they forgot.
Yeah.
It was probably emerald green.
Yeah.
That's the worst carpet in the world. There is not a carpet that shows everything. See, the first bat company I worked for, that was their colors. So they put emerald green in all the offices. And any little flake of anything white, just like bing, it was like a beacon. Terrible. Tom Ratliff, Joe, Nina, George G. That's a brand new dealer sale. That's a brand new dealer sale. That's a brand new
Yeah, I
dealer
was like,
sale.
who's Vicky?
Huh?
I was like, who's Vicky?
Oh, you wanna hear something crazy? Listen to this. In 2 weeks, Jeremy went from 2 dealers to 9 in 2 weeks.
That is awesome. Awesome.
All, one recruited this one recruited that one, this one recruited that one, this one recruited that one, all in 2 weeks. Matter of fact, that sale yesterday morning, he is an inside AD.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, you need to go out and get your DBA.
I know.
You need to go out and get your bank account, because you may qualify, but you won't get paid as an inside AD until you have that in place.
Okay.
So quit goofing off, he's not getting paid. So the
I'll
bad
have
thing
it
about
done.
it is, the bad thing about it is, there's 3 sales yesterday, he's not getting paid because he didn't go get it. And as
Okay.
soon as he get, and I told his wife, I said, don't be screwing around, taking 2 weeks, because you're gonna lose all that money in 2 weeks.
Oh, I'll go today. I
It's
like it.
$18. Go get your inside, go get it. That's what it is. Okay, what do you guys want help on?
What's the sense?
Yeah.
I think y'all are making it harder than what it's supposed to.
We're leaving shit out.
That's when I get
They're
scared.
leaving stuff out.
They'll give me the whole world to give me the.
Yeah, but see, the thing about it is, you believe that.
Yeah, maybe. it's-
See, if you ask somebody, what do you want help on, instant sets? And it's just, you just see that fear. Did you hear her? Oh,
Yeah.
instant sets, please help me. Right, you can take all the confidence she has about instant sets, and if it was gasoline, it wouldn't give a piss ant enough gasoline in its motorcycle to drive around a Cheerio.
Well, it was doing good, and then I cracked down on it.
Rolling the dice, huh?
It's like, yeah, I was going all kinds of instances, and then it was like, nothing.
Because you quit doing it.
Gasoline to roll around.
You went and got a bunch of them, you thought you had enough set, you didn't want to overset, and you quit. That's all it is, you quit. This business is real simple. Figure out the best week you had, go back and remember what you did, and damn duplicate it. You gotta duplicate the attitude, you gotta duplicate the lead, you gotta duplicate the YouTube that you're watching. You gotta duplicate all of that. You gotta duplicate the instant sets that you've had. And that's what you gotta do. But the biggest mistake you can make
It's stuff.
is stop getting instant sets. It's just like, oh, I know, it was a dealer last night. She was, oh, I had a lady that was ready to see it tomorrow night, but I already had another demo.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no.
That's the best thing we
I
can
go,
do.
No,
what?
I'm not,
You've
I'm
got-
not, I would not do that.
Wouldn't you
I'm
just sign
sorry.
up for a
I
different
would.
time?
No, set it up in the other one.
Hell no, get
Yes,
the other one
yes,
away. Get the other one away. The whole
No,
game
that is-
is find the best lead you can get, and it doesn't matter what you've got on the books. Because see, you may have this other appointment, right? What's the chances of it holding up?
70%.
No, it ain't.
No, it's like
It's
40,
like
isn't it?
50.
1 out of 3.
It's 50.
Yeah, see, I was thinking
56?
40.
Why wouldn't you double book yourself? You 1 out of 2, you're gonna get on one of them.
Yeah.
But now you're in a house, and somebody says, yes, I can do it tomorrow, and the lady's going with you. What do you think the chance of that is holding?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
No, because she could get hit by a car and die tomorrow between now and the demo,
Yeah.
right? She could fall off the toilet and break her butt. right?
It's not.
You know, stupid shit happens. But see, not as much stupid shit as it happens on this one. See, that's what you quit. Where you going?
Oh, just 1 second.
Get your in here.
I think she was doing paper or something.
But see, that's the thing that you gotta do. It doesn't matter what it is. And it's like I told her, she goes, oh, okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call her back and get it set for tonight. And then somebody else can go run that other event. Does that make sense? See, the thing that you need to do is you need to go in, if you go in at 4 o'clock, I don't care if you have a 7 o'clock. If you can get a 7 o'clock out of that demo, that's where you wanna go. You know what the difference between a person that sells 5 and 6 and a person that sells 15 to 20? That right there. That right there. Because they know everything about them. They're a germaphobe. My mom will go nuts. She'll flip out when she sees this. What do you want to be? One that you know nothing about? You know zero about it? Does that make sense? Or do I know this one here? She could write me a check. She's OCD. Matter of fact, the old man thinks he's dying from allergies. He complains all the time. He snores like a freight train. And my mom just goes nuts. It drives my mom crazy. She'll buy it just because to get him to quit snoring. So where do you want to be? So when you say you don't know what happened, I know what happened. You quit looking for that lead. You got 2 or 3 on the books, but they weren't that good. And then what you did is you quit setting instant sets. And I don't care if you went out on Tuesday and set a 7 o'clock just like that, but then you went out on Wednesday at 4 o'clock and you had another one that was better. Who gives a damn about that one? Does that make sense?
Of course.
Because see, if you give this away and one of the sleps that don't have demos, there ain't got anything worth a shit, they go out and run it, they sell it, you make $100. You could literally have everybody in the organization working for you.
So what do you categorize that as when you do that? I've done it once or twice.
It's my instance.
I don't understand the question.
What is it called?
It's an instant set.
No, I'm saying.
Here's the thing, you know what the reality of it is? Why aren't you out getting good leads and feeding Dave? Because the shit that Dave feeds you ain't worth a crap. All you gotta do is look at Dave's, his record.
I have recently stumbled upon good leads.
You don't stumble on good leads.
Okay.
That's crap. See, that's your problem.
No.
You think you just accidentally
I
stumbled
know,
on it.
I'm being funny.
You may stumble on the
I-
dog shit on
I am being
the
funny
grass.
because you constantly tell me it's.
You may accidentally walk across and stumble into horse shit, but you don't stumble into a good lady. Tell her. Talk to her. Tell her. She'll listen to you.
Oh my God.
She listens to me.
Oh my
I
God,
stumbled into a good lead.
anymore.
I stumbled into another good lead. Holy shit.
No,
You really didn't say that. Cut, take that off. Let's go back and read. Let's get that out of
Oh
there.
my God. I'm not joking with you anymore. I should know better, you know.
You ain't gonna win. It's my world.
I didn't stumble upon them.
Yeah,
okay?
you said it. I
I
did.
know because I'm.
You're the one that said it. Afternoon, sunshine. Oh, you're here for the 140 meeting.
I was with Shelley.
That was your first mistake. No, you were eating. Okay, here's the deal. But see, that's how you're gonna have to fix it. You've got to get the instant sets. And the instant sets you can get out of that house, there is not a lead in the world that is better than the one you're just setting. That's the only way you can sell 15 to 20 a month. Only way. If you're waiting on to stumble into a lead, or waiting on it to come out of the marketing department, waiting on it to come through the Facebook deal, you can go sell 6, 7, 8 a month, but you're never going to sell 15 to 20. The most I've ever had anybody sell in a month, just set it right there. You need a check? Really?
I'll go get it.
Go get a check from Dwayne.
Okay.
Okay, here's the deal. She sold 35.
Already know.
Huh?
How many were ride-alongs?
Every one of them.
Yep.
Really, all of them.
Well, go back when Olive sold 21.
Yeah.
Since I've been back in the business, the most I've ever had anybody sell in 1 month was 21. Alla ran 42 demos. 41 of them were ride-alongs. And she set 42 instant sets. She went on a roll that, and it started about 4 or 5 months out. And it started out, it was 20 instant sets, then it went to 25 instant sets in a month, then it went to 30 instant sets in a month, and then it was just like 40, 40, 40. And that's when she got qualified to become an inside AD. That's why she has her own office. She got herself close enough to being ready. And that's where it's at. It's just like those of you that was in the meeting yesterday. How many were in the meeting yesterday? You know, just like I did. You know, here's all his income this month. Olive buys the machine for $13.35 because she pays cash for it, and she's got a promotion. So if you sell it for $27.60, what you're doing is you're looking at what? $14.30. Okay, an average new dealer is what? That's 100%er. Let's say it's a 90%er. I guarantee you that out of, because she had 26 sales, good ones, I guarantee you 50% of them were cash, check, or credit card, or 100%ers, or 95%ers. So that's what she's got to play with. Okay, now let's say an average dealer, it costs her let's say $430 per sale. She's got $1,000. Times it by 15. I just delivered to her last night a free rainbow. 18,000. Let's say she has $100 a machine, you know, supply cost. Let's say it's $200 a machine supply cost. What do I owe you, boss?
3910.
Oh, can't remember that numbers. 3910.
Hey. That's it. And I plus 13.
Who? Recording doing what?
Thanks, boss. Thank you. You want Angel and Brigham in?
Oh, anything.
We're not doing it.
It's a whole bunch of no's until I
The
get it.
thieves don't come around until
Nothing special. I called
3
right
o'clock.
before he told me the second. I said, hey,
They're sleeping now. They just got off crack.
I tried.
They're not running around this time of day.
There's no work. I tried some other inventory.
That's why they're out sleeping.
And I go to like the houses and start like
They're
500,000.
not out now.
That's literally.
Everybody else is out. Still shit when everybody else is
I
out.
was just getting basic. One of them I did.
But you look at this. Now she went out and she sold 3 machines herself. So she made at least, most of hers are cash. See, there's another 5,000 there. Then she had another 10 sales. Let's say that she only made 350 on those. That's another 3,500. That's why you need to learn how to get instant sets. And this is also a person that when she answered the ad, she owned a law firm in Russia. Moved here and got married for 15 years and didn't know her. Got tired of the rich old part and left. Ended up in Victoria. She had ran both credit cards up. She couldn't find a job because who's going to hire a Russian attorney that speaks very broken English? The only job offer she was offered was to clean houses. And she answered an ad in the newspaper like you did, 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 like I did. Hello, this is Scott. Hi Shelby, did you get that stuff through?
Oh, everything's saying is true, right?
Well, I've already started to see it.
Yeah, because
And I
my
haven't
first
even
month, I
got
did
my
like,
feet wet. That's the thing I'm seeing.
it's a deal.
Oh, I got that box.
I was
Thanks for
running
that
some
stuff. I
business,
appreciate
I never
that. I
touched
thought that was a gift.
Really?
That's the key. Yeah, now I just get instances of my team and I let them run. Right,
Because the way we, I was describing it.
Okay, charge me for her box.
Double up. Get two off of
I
one.
just kept my.
Exactly.
It takes the bill.
And then you'll never have lead problems,
Yeah,
you'll
I
never
see.
have money problems, and you'll never have.
Like you
skills
said, you
problems.
don't even have to source a lead bank, you're building your own.
Okay.
Yeah, why would I want to go play Russian roulette when I know somebody who told me they'll buy it, they're germaphobe, they got good credit, or they got money and write me a check, why would I have to go over there?
Exactly.
I don't care what I have on the books, I don't know, right now, all right,
Now, is that you that's actually gonna build in that one? Or is you just say, hey, I'm gonna give that to somebody else? Or you thought
I
your
have
team,
team,
right?
I
Okay,
guess
okay.
it's my team.
Huh? That's where you go into a customer's house. You get all the way down to the end. You've got them where they want something, whether it be a Rainmate, whether it be a Rainjet, whether it be an Aquamate. And what you do is, you've got your germaphobe list, your OCD list. That's the key you have to have. You have to have that list in your hand. Then what you do is you check your spreadsheet. Make sense?
Right.
And now you know who's already signed up. See, that's the key. Are you doing that?
Yes.
Now you know already who signed up. Now the next thing I've got to do is I've got to qualify them. So I know Mom, Aunt Sue, and Judy's on there, right?
Right.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. When your mom sees this, if I found this in your mom's house, what would she do? A cow?
Baby. Yeah.
She'd go nuts?
Yes,
That'd really bother her?
yes,
Send her over the top?
yes, she grow up.
It didn't mind.
Make sense?
Yeah.
See, that's what I want. Okay, let me ask you a question. What would your dad say? He'd be in there with her?
Yeah.
If she wants it, he
and
gets
she'll
it.
use it, yeah.
Oh, she'd use it. She's not gonna use one that she finds out it doesn't work. Well, let me ask you a question. Did your mom write a check, credit card, or got good credit to put it on?
Either.
No, my mom's just lost her job and they're really having a tough time. Well, let's put her on hold. You don't need to be in that house. If you don't ask those questions, you're gonna end up in that house. Does that make sense? Don't get happy that she's OCD. Don't get happy that she would buy. That doesn't do any good. That's where you stumble into dog shit on the
We
lawn.
want the means to.
Yeah, you wanna know where you're going. That's why there ain't a demo on the books that's better than that one. No, my mom could write a check. Well, let me ask you, how about your Aunt Emma? Oh, she'd go nuts just like my mom, they're sisters. They'd be identical. They got money? Oh, yeah. Uncle's got filthy rich. He's got money he hasn't even spent yet. He's tight though, but if it's good, he'll buy it. How about your cousin? Well, that's my aunt's daughter. She's just like her mom. And he's a pilot, so they got money. They're in good shape. They got a brand new house. They'll want to take care of it. Now what do you do?
Now that they, well, you set the appointment.
No, tell me how to do it.
Oh, what do you mean, tell you how to do it?
How do you set up?
Okay.
Shut up,
They're on
everybody.
the phone.
That's your damn problem. You don't listen. Does that make sense? That ain't the program. What do you do to set that appointment?
You will find out when they will be available and take that person with you to have.
Well, that's the next thing.
Right, but you
What?
get her on the
No,
phone.
no, hell no. You're stumbling into dog shit on the lawn. Does that make sense? Just like I said, if you're not getting instant sets and it's not easy, you're leaving shit out. Make sense? Okay, you're right, but you're wrong.
Okay.
I'm gonna find out their availability. What's your mom and dad doing tonight?
You know that?
They home tonight?
Yep.
So if we want to go over, we could get in there?
Mhm.
Not doing that, are we? Not doing that, are we? That's what you're supposed to be doing. Are you writing down what you're not doing? Because you ain't got no instant sets lately. You're not on a roll. You're not selling what EJ's selling because she went out selling 4 instant sets in the house. Credit card, 100%er, 100%er, 100%er. Does that make sense? And this guy has only done 4 demos. And he was lower than whale snot. He was talking about quitting. But as soon as she went out and fixed his lead, he was on a roll. He went out and banged out 3 deals. So figure out what he made. 3, 5, 750 in a 4-day period. Make sense? So what you do is, you got to do your germaphobe and that list up front before you ever post. Because if you don't do that, you're not going to have a damn thing on your spreadsheet. Does that make sense? Because what you do is, who do you know that's a germaphobe? Who do you know that's OCD? Who do you know this? I'm writing these names down. Now, before I post, Mrs. Jones, here's what I want to do. Let me borrow it because I'm going to make sure your mom gets one of these. You really want your mom to have one? Let's make sure she gets one. You take and plug her name in the comments. You plug the aunt's name in the comments. You plug the cousin's name in the comments. You plug the other person. All those people have got to be plugged in the comments. Okay, now, when I get to the power nozzle, what are you going to do there? Smiley, talking to you. Now you get to the power nozzle, what are you going to do there? At the power nozzle, what do you do? What do you do at the power nozzle?
At the power nozzle?
Yeah, at the power nozzle, what do you do about getting your instant set? What do you do to get your instant set? See why you're not getting instant sets? You're not checking your spreadsheet to see if you've had anybody put on it.
No,
'Cause if you-
I have not been.
I
checking
know there's a
it.
shitload of stuff you're not doing. Does that make sense? If anybody's not getting instant sets, there's not one thing, there's 2, 3, 4 things you're not doing. Because see, you have got to get your germaphobe list. You have got to put it in the comment deal so it's going straight to them. So it's like, bing, oh, Tay sent me this. Well, Tay sent it to me, she probably wants me to sign up. Click. Right? See the logic? That's why it's got to be put in the comments. Okay, now if my only reason to go in a house, my only reason to be alive, my only reason is to flourish in the rainbow business is I'm there to come out of there with a qualified instant set. Right? Okay, now I get to the power nozzle. Let me see how good of a job I've done. Oh, yeah, I got 6 there already. How's the rest of your demo going to be? You ain't going to have that crappy bullshit attitude. You can't wait to get to the end of the demo. You can't wait to go on your 7 o'clock tonight because that's where you're going to be. Not the one you absolutely know nothing about. Right?
Yeah.
So now I've checked my spreadsheet. Man, I got 6 people there. I'm in there. Now, if there's nobody there, what do I do? I'm going to have them send that text to their mom. Mom, you need this, sign up. Mom, aunt, you need this, sign up. Boom, boom, boom. There ain't no playing around. There ain't no chance. It's nothing. Because I've got to have stuff on my spreadsheet when I get to the end of the demo. Okay, now I get all the way to the end of the demo. Whether they're buying or not, it doesn't matter. I know if they're close. But again, it's just like in the meeting yesterday. Let me ask you a question. What did you think of the range yet? Oh, I loved it. Would it be a deal breaker if you didn't get it? Yes. Now I'm all the way down to the end. I don't care if they're buying or not. Here's what we're going to do. I want your mom to have one of those rainmates. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to send a text to your mom. Hey, give me a call. Now. Thanks. And then I want you to do it to another one. Hey, give me a call now. Thanks. And then what happens? What's up? You know that little, air purifier you signed up for?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
guy's here. He's got one for you. Hold on, let me let you talk to him.
Hi, Mrs. Smith, this is Brad with Rainbow.
How are you?
Doing well, thank you. How are you today?
I am wonderful, thank you.
I'm here with your daughter, and I've delivered her free Rainmate today, air purifier, and we want to get you one. When is it a good time to come by?
You already know, you don't ask that.
Now is a good time.
No, you know tonight they're available.
Right.
I've got yours right now. Are you and your husband gonna be home tonight? See the difference?
Yeah.
You already know what their schedule is. Are you and your husband gonna be home tonight? Oh, great! Well, I'm gonna bring it over, set it up, show you how it works. And that. Well, let me ask you a question. Are you going with me, are you gonna go with me over to your mom's? Oh, good, I don't need the address. Well, your daughter's gonna come with me. Oh, okay, that'd be nice to see her. I never get to see her. That's what you're gonna get more often. And you'll walk in the house, it's like, it takes you to get me to see my daughter. Great, I'm glad you're here. I like you. You'll have me see my daughter. You'll get that. I guarantee it, you'll get it. I've had it when I did ride-alongs. Make sense?
I have a question.
He's on my feed.
Do what?
I said, he's on my
He saw
feed.
me looking, he saw me.
I saw that glimmer.
My face lit up.
I have a question. Now, you go to a home of, this one lady, she is a widow, and she never had children, and the only relatives she has are her brother, who's married, and her sister, who's also married. Now, she says, I can't hold them, I can't send them a message without calling them. I don't know what their work schedule is.
Okay, this is real simple. That's the 10%.
Yes.
Okay.
Does that make sense? We don't make a living on the 10%. We make a living on the 90%. 90% of the time, what I teach is what you're going to get. Do not try to change your demo for the 10%. Because now all of a sudden you've changed what you're doing. That one right there, to hell with it. I'll go to the next. Okay, next. Screw that lady. I don't need her brother. I don't need her sister. I don't need her leads. You know why? I'm resetting appointments now because I've got so many instant sets. See the difference? As soon as you come to a conclusion that if you follow the lead programs the way it's set up, you are not going to be desperate for names. But you've got to take control of crap, and you've got to go in and get 4 or 5 instant sets when you can. And that one that won't give them to you, you're not going to care. Because you've already got backups. And then what you'll do is you'll start recruiting. Guys, now let me tell you the key to the recruiting is, if you've got a talent scout, why are you not having me talk to him? Why not? Oh, Tay, I'm going to give the office a call, and I'm going to call Mr. White, the owner. I want to introduce you to him.
We can do
He's
that.
over 4
How many
states.
times do you call in and out to him? He's always got his phone on him.
He's over 4 states. He has the number 2 office in the US.
I call you all the time. Why didn't you ever say that you would like to
You
talk
come to
to
my
me?
meetings, you'll get all the knowledge. Don't be such a turd and say,
I didn't get that message.
well, you gotta pay more attention and see, that message was given out on time. You showed up 5 minutes late and you missed it. Smarty pants, you ain't gonna win.
I wasn't shooting to win.
But see, the thing about it is, I would build up, because they don't normally get to talk to a regional that's over 4 states. He's over an organization that's selling over 600 a month. And I want to introduce you to him. Oh, okay. If you've done it right, should they be nervous?
Yes. I'm excited.
Right? If you've done it right, they ought to be a little bit nervous. Oh, wow, that's cool. Yeah, let me talk to him. Hi, man, how are you? I'm good. What'd you think of that rainbow? Oh, it's amazing. Will she find any filth in your house? Oh, yeah. But see, she said that you're interested in coming in and getting some information. Well, good. I can't wait to meet you on Monday night. I'll buy you pizza. What kind of pizza do you like? Cheese pizza? We buy a lot of it. And we have a different kind of pizza. And I'll buy you warm water too.
They don't have to.
But I can't wait. I can't wait. And let me tell you what, I'm so excited you want to come in and get at least the information. She calls 1, I tell you. Hey, honey, it's 1 o'clock. I'll be out of here in 2 minutes. Bye. But then I'll talk to him. I'm gonna invite him in, personally invite him in on Monday. And another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get where, I'm gonna send him a text of the office. And what I wanna do is, I wanna have somebody do it where there's a picture of the office, where when they drive by, that's the office. And it's got the address and my name, and my number. Because see, I'm tired of missing those. It's like somebody come up to me the other day and says, well, I get people that are interested, but they just don't come in. No, I want them in. You don't know who you've got. Does that make sense? Look at what Jeremy's done with his team. He went out and they qualified him as an inside AD. So now, how much did his income? It doubled. For what he was getting paid this last month, now he's gonna get paid this month. Now he's in a position to get free rainbows for selling. Hey, I'm just about finished with the meeting. I'll call you back. Okay, quick. No, there was no flights available. I know, that's what I thought. Okay, I know, she'll be mad at me. Okay, bye.
She's still playing.
Yeah, my daughter wanted me to go to MGM with her tomorrow.
Aw.
They do an MGM tour in this camp. So she'll be mad. But that's it. Okay, what'd you get out of the meeting that'll help you the most?
Just put in says.
Get it all in.
Get it all in.
Get it all in. What'd you get out of the meeting? Instant sets?
How to properly set them.
And that's how you control your future. That's why I tell everyone, I don't care who your distributor is, I don't care who's above you, I don't care who brought you in. How well you do is up to you. Because you think everything I went through was perfect? Hell no. Oh, hell no. I just outwork everybody else. That's the difference. What'd you get
I
out of the
didn't
meeting?
know that I could call you to talk to my
You can call me
time
now.
I do have one,
You can't.
you will be talking to my time.
I would love to talk to you.
Poor thing.
Have property set them? What's your question, Sandy?
I do have 3 points on my instances that I have been missing, so I need to.
Yeah, that's, you might have been doing it at one time.
When you mentioned it, after you mentioned it, I was like, what the hell? And then when you mentioned it, it was like, damn,
You know what you need to do? Get an index card. You can get that sheet of
I
paper.
need to get that index
Now,
card back.
there's that one piece of paper that we put everything on it.
Oh, I have that.
Get it out on the deal and check it off as you do it. Does that make sense? What'd you get out of the meeting?
I'm looking at ALA. If I wanna triple my income, I do the detail. The money's in the detail. So if I wanna triple my income, I gotta get the instant set, which is gonna lead to more demos, which is gonna lead to more sales, which is gonna lead to more recruits. That little detail right there just tripled my income.
There's no reason you don't have 10 people on your team within 60 days.
Right.
Making $250,000 a year. You again? I already talked to you.
Oh, Sandy.
What, Sandy?
I did have, a possible recruit that couldn't, on a demo last week, and she was gonna go Monday, but there was a problem with her child, and she said she was gonna come, this Monday.
Okay, give me to Georgia Brown and she'll call Make Jordy Brown calls them, or you call them. Or get Dave to call them.
Okay, so just have them call before.
Call them now and remind them, see if they're gonna come. We missed you last week, and you know, and Sandy had so many good things to say about you, and we was just excited about you coming in, right? And, you know, Mr. White's gonna buy you pizza, and that's what it is. What'd you get out of the meeting?
I'm not gonna stumble into an Insta-set, I gotta work to earn them.
Exactly. You stumble into dog food.
Right. If I want an Insta-set, it's all, I gotta earn it.
It's all
It's
on
not
you.
gonna just come to
It's
me.
all.
It'll be easier than it will be other times and sometimes, but no matter what, I gotta do my part.
There's
to earn
some,
it.
there's some people you don't even have to ask. They would give them to you.
As soon as I go to.
Let me tell you what'll happen. It'll happen if you do it right. You'll walk in a house and somebody will say, here, I've already got 2 people that wanna look at it.
Yes. They'll literally be ready
But
to
see,
get there.
you ain't gonna stumble into that. That means you're doing it every house you go into. Does that make sense?
And people are getting used to the,
They
to
know.
how
They already know. They talk to their friend, oh yeah, they're gonna come over and show you this, and you're gonna want that attachment for the ground. So what you ought to do is you ought to get 2 of your friends that said they'll already do it. But they gotta have good jobs.
Mhm.
They'll already have done all of that, and it's all done. Matter of fact, you can literally walk in and they'll have those appointments set for you. I'll go with you tomorrow night on this one, and I'll go with you the next night on that one. I've already got them set up. You don't have to worry about it. Now show me how this damn thing works. If it's as good as she says it is, I'll just write you a check. You can literally have a lead that turns into that. But let me tell you what, you did a lot of homework to get it to that. And you can't be leaving stuff out. Tell you what you get out of the meeting.
It's getting filled, instant. I'm excited.
Just to be more in control of the instant store, they actually really do call people.
Make it your goal. The only reason you're going in a house is to get instant sets. Only reason. Go in and get those instant sets, because if you've got instant sets, now all of a sudden it's like, I got a problem. Well, what's wrong? Look, I got more appointments than I can run. Why don't you come do this with me? Why don't you come help me just run all these extra appointments I've got? It's the easiest way in the world to talent scout.
you didn't get anything, you got more leads.
Yeah, and that's what you've got. Trudy?
And recruiting more talent scouts so I can get to where she's at and where he's at.
That's a steady.
Now you
That's
know,
what I got out of the meeting.
now you know what it is, you know how to
Knowing
get it.
what it is, because I think I was kind of clouded on what it actually was.
It's where you send a text, they call back in, they hand the phone to you, and you already know that they're available, when they're available, and you already know their financial situation. You already know their OCD, you already know that they're germaphobe, you know the old man's dying of allergies. And matter of fact, you know, your daughter said her dad has bad allergies, you're gonna love it for that. She said he snores bad, and you're gonna love it for that too. You know, see, now all of a sudden, it's like, you think the husband's gonna be there? Yes. You think he's gonna run out? No. Does that make sense? That's how you lock it in, and that's how you end up with a real good lead.
It just, the whole thing disappeared out of my mind. I just had everything to say. It was really
Is
good.
it brilliant?
It was like ditto with everything everybody said, just smashed into one.
Really good. But you just get a lot out of the meeting.
I did.
Okay, good. That's
I do
all.
need that video though for, like, potential recruits, wherever that video is, that.
Opportunity?
The opportunity.
Has
Yeah.
everybody got the opportunity video on their phones?
Yes,
That
sir.
video.
Have you got it on your phone? Have you got it on your phone? You don't have it on your phone?
Yeah, just go straight to YouTube and type in
You just-
Rainbow Opportunity.
yeah.
Okay, now, some things you need to do. You need to be playing the opportunity video. You need to send it to their phone. That may be why they're not coming in.
Oh, sense.
Is it on their phone? So when their family and friends say, you don't want to go do that, here, you watch this. I'm at least going to get the information.
Click it, send it.
You've got it on their phone. You need to be leaving it on it. Does that make sense? Okie dokie. Get with CJ if you want to watch a demo, do a demo, whatever. So let's come out of the house with some instant